Welcome to TheDoorTalks. Today we're doing a review on GoldenEye.
On November 17th,
Grab him!
United Artists brings you,
Trust me.
James Bond.
Why can't you just be a good boy and die?
Now, that's one trick I've never learned.
We did this review because Tom Rebecca asked us to.
Hi, Tom Rebecca.
If you've got any films that you want us to do, just give us a shout and let us know.
USSR,
Yeah.
007, 006, good friends.
Yeah.
They're on a mission. It goes wrong. 006 dies.
Sometimes.
Fast forward, what is it, 9 years, I
Yeah,
think?
9 years.
Yep. There's this Yanis sort of crime syndicate that's sort of dicking about.
Yeah.
Bond goes to investigate. He finds out that it's actually ran by 006,
Yeah.
who is betrayed. Well,
Oh, but basically pretended he was dead and actually
sorry,
sided
he
with
was dead, yeah.
Oromov, who was
Oromov.
the general who was in charge of the GoldenEye satellite or whatever.
yes, and he wants to be the
And-
new sort of Iron Man of Russia.
He's just literally quoting right
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
film there. And then but, I mean, where's the dish, Joe? That's the
Yeah,
big question.
where's the dish?
So we've got to find the dish. They find the dish. They go after the dish. It's in Cuba. Big fight. Lots of blood.
Yeah.
And then Alex Jullian falls and dies.
And then gets crushed.
That was far too simple. We've
But
made that
that's
too
the basic,
simple. That's it.
and you sort of...
So, by the way, sorry, spoilers. I mean, straight away.
Yeah, spoilers.
That's the entire film there.
And for not that much of the film, it's quite late on. He's joined by fuck me, what is her name?
Natalia.
That's it.
Natalia
Because GoldenEye, the game, it's like Natalia has died. Natalia has died, and you have to take her on escort missions. So Natalia is like the specialist who worked on the GoldenEye satellite.
She was a level 2 programmer.
Exactly.
Exactly. I used to love her.
She's amazing, and also Xenia on a top.
Yeah,
by
both of them. Frankie Jansen.
Yeah. I used to think she was a bit scary as a child.
Oh,
but
no,
now
I was
I'm like,
well up for that as a kid.
No, I was not. And then
No, I was
rewatch,
so
I'm
up
like,
for it.
oh my god, she's the perfect. Well, she's not
Yeah.
perfect. She's
No,
so
she is
terrible.
like really good. I was watching
Yeah.
it with my girlfriend. I was sort of just like, be more like
I
this.
need to sit. I'll be on my own for
But no, yeah, both of them. They were sort of like two sides of like a really, really sexy Russian coin.
real sexy coin.
A
flicking
really
through
sexy
the air.
Russian coin that's sort of just like, one side's like nice, comfortable, like, oh,
Yeah.
do you love me, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's just like, I'm going to bite your face off.
Yeah, and
then
also
squeeze
just
you
to
in my
keep,
legs.
like, obviously, both sides of the sex
Oh.
equal. Pierce Brosnan's a good-looking
Oh my God,
motherfucker,
yeah.
isn't it? I was watching it,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he's a good-looking
He
man.
reminds me too much of my dad.
Okay, that's
A little
okay.
bit. He was like, everyone used to compare him to my dad, and my dad had the Omega Seamaster from this film. And
trying to
basically,
think-
he
I'm
just
trying to
sort of
picture
was my
your-
dad.
I'm trying to picture, like, 90s your dad.
My dad with the wavy hair.
Yeah, I guess.
He does look a lot like him. Have you seen us singing in Mamma Mia?
It used to be so nice. It used to be so good.
He's kind of our era Bond.
So is Sean Bean, by the way. I always
Yeah.
think Sean Bean's very handsome.
Yeah.
Not
But,
as handsome as him in this, because he had a little slick back hair.
yeah, and he's a bit slimy. And then
He
I
is
forgot,
slimy.
I forgot all the bits where he's, like, licking fucking Natalia's
God.
face. And like,
So,
oh.
so if you're like head of crime boss, like sort of doing a power play in front of like, you know, Oromov and Xenia on a top,
Yeah.
and you're sort of there just like licking a girl's
It's
face
so
and
gross. You'll learn
force
to love
kissing
me,
her,
yeah.
you know, that just makes you look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like, no one's going, he's a good guy. That's cool. Like,
Is he
you know
not
what I mean?
with Xenia? Like,
I think
what are the relationships in that group?
I think they're all just banging each other.
It's a
Xenia's
weird
just banging
fuck
anyone.
circle,
I think you
like-
couldn't ever be like really with Xenia because she's always going out like strangling
if she
people
loved
with
you,
her
she'd kill
legs.
you in the end. Like,
Yeah.
she has to kill you.
Yeah, she has to kill her. So just after he sort of like kisses her and then they ram into
It's
the...
not brilliant.
Yeah,
yeah.
tasting the strawberries. We used to share everything. And I
Yeah.
think he just thinks that it's James Bond's girl also, but he's literally just met her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so he gets found with Bond and he's like, oh...
Oh, no, he just assumes.
He just
Yeah,
fully
yeah.
assumes that they've been like together for like weeks by the sound of it. He's like,
That's
we
it's
we
quite
share
late.
everything, and it's like,
It
why are you
feels like
saying that?
It feels like it's almost halfway through the film before they actually meet in
Yeah,
the helicopter.
no, they do,
They're
yeah.
like, wake up!
yeah, that's it.
yeah.
And then they wake up there, then they literally get got, and then they get put in that like room or whatever, and that
Yeah.
guy comes in, and then they
What the
escape,
fuck's
and
he
then
called?
running.
I forgot his name now.
I like that guy, to be honest. I
He was
that
like
guy
the
a lot.
head of, well, kind
Yeah.
of one
No,
of the main guys.
he's
In,
Russian defense minister.
yeah, I can't remember his
Um,
fucking name now.
Minister Mishkin.
Yeah.
Mishkin.
Killed by a British agent?
Yeah, I know, that
Like-
was so good, yeah. He was cool. All right,
Wait. Right, so just as a slight...
Sorry, can I also just go back to my train point?
Oh, yeah, go
Just
back
got a quick
to
train point. So while they're on the train, after he does all the weird kissing thing and he rams into Bond, he gets this, like, everyone's just gone through a train and everyone's just been fucking, like,
Oh, yeah.
shunted forward. And anyway, so then as soon as they wake up, and then he sort of just gets on his walkie-talkie and just goes, Oromov, bring her in here. And, like, Sean Bean doesn't know that Oromov's still alive. He's just in another room.
Just around it, yeah.
Like, you could just, literally just be like, Oromov, bring her in. And he's just there with his neck smashed against a window or something.
It was a silly train where it's like, so we can't track him. It's like, he's just on the train tracks. He can't avoid anything.
Oh,
He's just wait at the train tracks. Where's he going to go? He can't go off road. I
said this, but apparently that's what Trotsky used to do. He used to, like, run the country from the train tracks because there's so many train tracks back in the day. No, but it's still so many train tracks they can just...
satellite stuff.
I know, yeah. There's that train.
The train looks like the Muppet Eagle, who's always the teacher.
Yes.
Teacher. Okay,
the teacher.
The teacher, yeah. He just looked like that. Just going on the ground.
That's funny.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So one of the reasons that Alec has sort of switched sides is because his parents were
Cossacks.
Yeah. It's like Lien Cossacks.
Yeah.
Cossacks. So they worked for the Allied... they worked for the...
well, they worked
not the Allied. They worked for...
The Germans.
Yeah, and then they got sort of switched. They basically got fucked over.
Well, to be honest, they didn't really get fucked over because they kind of fucked over their own country.
But they tried to fuck over their own country. Like...
and then they were promised by the British... what's his face?
Amnesty or whatever you want to call it. And then
fucked him over.
Yeah.
But I mean, like...
But wait, hold on. So okay, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
So then when Bond's like, did you know he was a fucking Cossack?
Yeah.
And then he's like, what? He'll betray you. I was like, wait, no, he's not. His parents are.
No, he's a Cossack, though. That's why he's doing it. Because he got so angry about the fact that he found out he was a Cossack.
But are you? No, but
he found out, and the British army, the British government thought he wasn't. He was young. He wasn't young. He wasn't old enough to remember. But he actually got taken away, and basically, just the whole time, he was just getting more and more angry with the fact that he was a Cossack and they killed his parents. Yeah, the British government killed his parents.
It's a bit like, your parents were Nazis, so he'll turn into a Nazi.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make any sense.
No, but like, it's kind of like Nazis, but then it's also they just wanted fascism as opposed to communism.
Yeah, but
that's the big difference. I don't think they were actually like, oh yeah, we need to just wipe out the Aryan race. I think it's just like, we're going to choose sides. We don't like the communist regime that's going on. Which is kind of fair enough at the moment.
I saw him more as like, oh, my parents got killed, I'm going to take revenge. But I don't know.
It's like my parents got killed by the British army.
But I don't know. I'm going to then take up their like political views.
But then again, you found out that it wasn't political. He was just a bank robber.
Oh, it's bank robber. Yeah, it was bank robber. Yeah.
You're just a glorified.
Yeah, it's the same as Die Hard or whatever.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was similar to.
How good is the bit when he gets the tank?
Yes, that is amazing.
The car comes down the corner with Oromov.
Yeah.
And what's your favourite phrase, which you say all the time, with Oromov in the car?
What? Use the bumper. That's what they're for.
Yes,
that's what they're for. It's like, is that what they're for?
Well, it's called a bump for bumping.
No, but it's not for bumping people out of the way. Just
Oromov's car comes around the corner and it's this big, like, that wall's a bit fucking perfect. And the fucking tank just goes through the wall. It's amazing. Like, here's the shot. It's a very good practical shot.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
And there's another shot where he goes to the Perrier water. It's basically the same thing.
But then he also goes through that big the big horse, the Pegasus.
Yes, that's where he gets a little bit. That's the one bit in the film where I'm like, come on, guys, you actually did really well. He didn't really need that. And also, when those guys are driving, he's crashing through that tunnel, and just destroying the whole fucking place.
Yeah.
And the cop cars or whatever chasing after him. And at the end, they just go, "Oh, we're out the tunnel now. Let's just keep driving."
Yeah, I know. I don't know why
he didn't change how the road was.
Yeah, I know.
If he'd not been there, they would have still.
Then how would they know that that's like?
Because they're the policemen.
Yeah, no, yeah. You'd think they think they would know.
There is a little bit of CGI, sort of with like the satellite more than anything else. But it was a lot of models and stuff. Like low, like
oh god, when the planes go in, that was a bad model.
Yeah,
to be honest.
But the tank when it gets crashed into, there's loads of little models of things.
I didn't realize
the trains are models.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yeah. But I quite like it. Even if I know it's a model, I like.
I didn't think the train one was a model. That's quite interesting. Yeah. I mean, I fucking love GoldenEye, if I'm being honest with you.
It's fucking amazing.
My favourite.
We were very
James
happy
Bond
this was
film.
asked for.
Yeah, I know, it's one of the best. It is definitely one of my favourite films. But there were things in there that I'd sort of noticed on another level as well. Like, when I was a kid watching it for the first time, like, there were loads of bits that, because I was reviewing it, that I thought were actually really quite clever, like how they put how they tried to frame James Bond and Natalia.
Yeah, in the room downstairs.
In the thing. And I thought that was just quite smart of them, but like obviously why would they just fucking
I thought Oromov was quite a smart guy. He seemed to know what was good.
Well, the whole plan was quite smart. The whole plan was quite smart, because essentially, straight from the get-go, the first thing they're doing is just stealing that Tiger helicopter. And you sort of like, purely just to get to the thing and then get away. Right. And then they go, and it's like a heist. It's like a really well-planned heist the whole time.
So who is in the helicopter with Natalia? Not Natalia, sorry.
And just another person.
Then you're on the top. Who's dressed up? Who's disguised?
Do you think there's another? Do you think Sean Bean?
Because there's two people, and I was like, "Wait, is this Sean Bean?" Because they have the ID of the guy with the beard, so he must have dressed up, whoever it is, as the man in the beard. And then later on, Oromov's in the helicopter, like coming out of another scene.
Yeah.
I was like, is Oromov dressed up as that beard guy? Because they don't look anything like
No,
each
I
other.
don't think it was the beard thing. It's just more like they have the whole helmets, don't they?
No, it's not that bit. Before they have the helmets on, when they actually get on the boat, because then they sneak into that thing and I've got a present for you, bang, bang, and shoots the two pilots.
Oh, yeah.
There's a guy, and because the guy looks at the ID and looks at the guy and goes, oh, welcome, Commander, or General. Because it's like, this one's a General, because Bond's a Commander, this one's an Admiral, or whatever.
No, they didn't.
100%.
They stole the thing. Yeah.
They have his ID, but you don't see who it is. You see like him up to there in like an Admiral suit. So he's not got a helmet on, obviously, over the top. That's later
maybe
on.
they just took that and then they could just put a picture over the front of it.
No, because it shows the actual picture of the man. That's what I mean. It shows the beard
man. It shows
man.
him, but that's when it's been taken out of the pocket.
No. Someone looks at the beard man thing and then looks at the person and goes, that's you. So you must have the beard face. Because I really noticed it. I was like, wait, is this Sean Bean dressed as beard man or is it Oromov?
I don't think it would be Sean Bean.
Neither of them look like.
Yeah, I think it's probably just another person, but still, like I don't think Oromov.
But I never thought of it before. I never really noticed it. I knew they've got the helmets on or whatever and they go in the thing. James Bond's just like, quick, we have to get that helicopter.
I know, like, I just tell people.
Shot him. I was like,
I know, like, they'll just, like, wrestle him to the side, and it's like, well, I'm actually just trying to stop that helicopter, it's just been stolen.
So, yeah, the music is by Eric Serra, and he has that famous... I was going to add the sound, but it's fine.
I'll do it. It's basically off bells, not off bells, like untuned bells.
Untuned bells.
Yeah, the Russians.
And I think Leon came out, I think it was the year before, it's like 1994, and there's a year between them.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's a very, I love Leon the movie, I won't know when we review it, but it's a very similar, especially at the start, the music's like, shit, this is Leon, like it's... Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Sort of almost industrial, weird, sort of...
Yeah, that's a fair show, yeah.
And then you've got the theme, which is Tina Turner, GoldenEye.
Yeah, really cool.
By Bono
really,
and the
really
Edge, bizarrely.
Yeah, that is strange that they just wrote the song for it.
Great song. Did you not notice there's a lot of things that were just deadly silent? So at the start, where Bond's like putting those mines up, time at the bar thingy.
Yeah.
And then he's suddenly...
Up time at the bar.
Time at the bar, you know what I mean? And then he's like, Alec, what are you doing? And then he looks round, and the whole room is
just
full
so quiet.
Of people.
Well, but how did you not notice? There was another part as well, right? Where right at the end, they were making out, and he was like, Marines? Yes. And then all the helicopters dropped.
Yes, the
helicopters.
helicopters.
Where were the helicopters? Where were they? They were just being held up by some wires next to it, just like really silent though. Yeah. Keep the helicopters quiet.
Yeah, when we've got I keep forgetting a fucking name now. The girl, Natalia. Yeah, when they're putting her in the train and then Bond's in the tank on the bridge just next to it. He's like sneaking in, like looking at it. It's like, how have they not noticed? It's like just
a ginormous tank.
Why did she lick the coffee off the floor?
These people said this to me, like, when I'm watching it, I was like, to test the heat, to see how hot it is.
Yeah, but even so, like,
yeah, I mean, like, why would they just leave the coffee there, just like hot on the, like, just cold on the floor, and just be like, oh, we'll just leave it. That's.
They could have knocked over cold coffee. Yeah, it would have made any difference. Oh, it's just a cold. Oh shit, I knocked over that cold coffee when I was trying to escape. Yeah, or I knocked over hot coffee. It makes no difference. Like,
yeah, no, I suppose that makes. Yeah, you might be right there.
I put man hit with bike. Ouch.
Oh yeah,
fuck! The guy on the runway. It's like,
that was. Oh god, yes.
The bike.
That is literally my. That's my total knowledge of if people get run over by a bike. What was Zenya's plan? Like, do you know when she sort of met him in the Turkish baths?
Oh yeah.
He was being set up. He was being set up by Robbie Coltrane, who, by the way, was absolutely amazing.
I love Robbie Coltrane. That whole bit with his wife, who's strangling the cat.
His mistress.
Oh, sorry, his mistress.
That's my mistress.
Oh, the guy. I can't remember his fucking name now, but the CIA guy.
But yeah,
he's also a bad guy in the I think it's a Timothy Dalton film.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's one of the main. He's the main bad guy, and in it. I'll show it because it's hilarious. He's this bad guy who's like an arms dealer and he's got all these old style weapons and he's got this big... They have a fight in this weapons museum and he's got this gun. It's like, oh, it's amazing. It's just a pistol basically. It's got like this bulletproof like A4 piece of paper guard on it and he's quite sort of a chubby guy and he's quite wide. So he's got this thing. He's like, you can't kill me, Bond. And Bond keeps shooting the thing and it's like, just shoot me in the legs. I'll show it here. I might remember this wrong, but I remember this being really serious. Just like, yes, I'm invincible. Like... But it's that guy, so I think he's the only person to play a villain, and then he plays. I think he's also in Tomorrow Never Dies as well.
Yeah, no, I think he is in another one of them.
But I liked him. Like I
think Robin Coltrane is also in Tomorrow Never Dies.
He's in The World's Not Enough.
Okay,
he dies in that.
Yeah, he gets
saves Bond.
Killed in oil. Yeah, I actually really loved their relationship.
Yeah.
It was really John Wicky. You know, I'm thinking about it now. It's sort of like, you know, one of the other hitmen. Yeah. It's like, call it professional courtesy and stuff. And you can imagine Robbie Coltrane being actually quite a cool little Russian hitman.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about M. M being fantastic.
She just burns everything. Like within 2 seconds, it's like You're a dick.
Yeah.
I'll talk to my children if I want sarcasm.
Yeah,
you
you
dick.
fucking
Come on,
twat.
talk now. Bosh. She's like, oh, we're
Yeah.
not CNN. We get the news on time. Bosh,
Yeah.
bosh. She's
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
she was just bossing everything.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She was such a big presence as soon as she came into it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was pretty big shoes to fill. I mean, that other M had lived out
what's
fucking like 4 of the Bonds.
Well, I was going to say this must be like the, I don't know.
20th, 21st.
No, because we're on the 25th now. So
Oh, right, okay, so let's say 17th.
About 17th, yeah.
But no, she was absolutely donning it. I don't know how the pen works.
Why is no one know? It's 3 clicks.
Yeah, 3 clicks
and then
on.
10 seconds
But then
wait.
what if you do 4 clicks? Does that mean that those 3 clicks are just null and void?
No. It's activated.
Well, then,
you have to do 2 more to stop it.
But then there were times when he went...
But Bond was counting them. That was the
he
whole thing.
went... And it was 4 clicks, and I was like, oh shit, so that means the time is going. But he needs to do another 2 clicks to
So he does
disarm
2,
it.
and then it quickly, and then even if it's 3, obviously then resets it.
Yeah.
Why is no one noticing all that red fucking liquid?
Yeah, I know. Why is no one knowing
It's
that?
like keeps showing going near the edge, and it starts to drip off like the balcony bits. It's like
They're all very
come
stressed.
on.
It's
Yeah.
mission time. They
But
just...
everything basically blows up and sets on fire, and then you got Boris with like all these fucking windows.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
I don't
how
know
is
how
it still
that still
working?
works. Yeah,
How is
yeah.
it still working? I'll just type this satellite to go back into space.
Yeah, because because obviously
It's already
the
burning
thing was
on,
like burning and dying. It was really interesting because the whole thing was sort of like, you know, normally it's like a race against time to stop Boris, to go and hack the thing, hack the console to stop the mission, to abort it.
Yeah.
But they were winning. Like James
Yeah.
Bond and Natalia were completely winning.
Yeah.
Ever since she turned off the codes and it was burning
yeah.
up and thingy.
They were fucked.
So the whole thing was just basically like, just wait it out. Like,
Yeah.
It was weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Do the scores.
Scores on the doors. I'm going to say, because I fucking love this film, I think nostalgia has really pushed this up. So I'm going to go for a 7.5.
Yeah.
I know that's pretty high. I do really love this film.
Well, I say I've watched every single James Bond film at least once,
Yes.
if not twice.
So,
And it's my favourite. This and GoldenEye. Goldfinger were always, I think they were the top 2 when we did scores.
Yeah.
Back in the old days for
Before
YouTubes and
me.
stuff. Yeah, before you. My old partner. I'm going to say 7.7.
Okay, so we're quite similar there.
Yeah.
So that's a 7.6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's pretty good. For England, Joe.
No. For me.